What happens when a government tries to win the global race for artificial intelligence? The White House just released a 28-page plan that could shape the future of AI in the U.S. and beyond. It promises faster innovation, new jobs, fewer regulations, and better infrastructure. But some people are sounding alarms about fairness, privacy, and the environment. So what's actually in the plan? And how will it affect your life, even if you're not a tech expert? Today on AI News Explained, we break down America's AI Action Plan in plain English. No jargon, no hype. On July 23, 2025, the White House released a sweeping strategy called America's AI Action Plan. The goal: to help the U.S. stay ahead in the global AI race by speeding up innovation, building new infrastructure, and shaping international standards. The plan is organized into three main pillars: accelerate innovation, build infrastructure, lead global AI policy. Each pillar includes dozens of federal recommendations, some of them game changers. Think open-source AI models, fast-tracked data centers, and updated export rules. The plan even calls for removing ideological bias from federal AI tools and cutting red tape that slows down tech development. Critics say it prioritizes speed over safety. Supporters say it's what the U.S. needs to compete with China. Let's break it down, pillar by pillar. Pillar 1, accelerating innovation. This part of the plan is all about removing barriers that could slow down AI development in the U.S. It starts with deregulation. The plan pushes back against strict state-level laws that limit AI use, like bans on facial recognition or tough data privacy rules. The federal government says these laws create confusion and slow progress, so it suggests withholding federal funds from states with overly restrictive AI rules. Critics argue this could override local decision-making. Supporters say it creates a clearer path for AI innovation nationwide. It's a classic state versus federal clash, now playing out in tech policy. The plan also supports open-source AI models, meaning models that anyone can use, modify, or improve. It encourages government agencies to use open-source tools when safety and transparency matter most. That could level the playing field for startups and researchers. Next, education and jobs. The plan wants to build an AI-ready workforce. That means funding AI boot camps, high school programs, college partnerships, and employer-led training, not just in Silicon Valley, but across the country. Then there's the copyright debate. The plan calls for limiting copyright restrictions on training AI models. In short, it makes it easier for companies to use existing content, books, articles, code as training data. That's controversial. Some say it helps AI progress faster. Others worry it could exploit creators and artists. The courts are still deciding where to draw the line. Finally, the bias issue. The plan pushes for ideological neutrality in federal AI systems, like chatbots or recommendation engines. Some see this as promoting fairness. Others see it as a political tool. There is also concern that ignoring bias in AI doesn't mean it isn't there, but rather worsens the problems for historically disenfranchised people. Pillar 2, building AI infrastructure. This section is about physical resources, like data centers, chips, and electricity. One major barrier is permitting. It takes months or even years to get approval for large-scale AI infrastructure, especially when it comes to energy and land use. The plan aims to fast-track these permits to speed up construction. Critics worry this could lead to environmental harm. AI data centers use massive amounts of power and water, especially in rural areas. Supporters argue delays are costing the U.S. valuable time in the global AI race. Next up, chips. The plan supports expanding U.S. semiconductor production. Right now, most chips are made overseas, especially in Taiwan. If supply chains break, it could cripple U.S. innovation and defense. So the U.S. wants to make more chips at home. That includes incentives from the CHIPS Act and support for advanced research in AI hardware. There's also a focus on cybersecurity. With more AI comes more risk. The plan calls for stronger federal cybersecurity protections and a more resilient electrical grid to handle AI's energy needs. It treats AI infrastructure like roads and bridges, vital to the country's future. Not just tech policy, national infrastructure. The U.S. wants to promote exports of American AI, like cloud tools, software, and hardware. At the same time, it wants to block foreign actors, especially China, from accessing U.S. chips and advanced systems. This includes stricter export controls and coordination with allies. Pillar 3. The U.S. is positioning itself as the global AI standard setter. The plan also talks about diplomacy, working with countries like Japan, South Korea, and those in the EU to create shared rules around safety, ethics, and data privacy. The goal? to lead the world in responsible AI, while still moving fast enough to stay ahead of competitors. Finally, national security. AI is now seen as a critical defense issue. The plan calls for stronger protections against
This section is
AI
about
attacks,
physical resources,
deepfakes,
like data
and
centers,
disinformation
chips, and
campaigns.
electricity.
So what's next? The plan doesn't create new laws, yet. But the president has signed 3 executive orders tied to it, including speeding up data center permits, expanding AI exports, ensuring ideological neutrality in federal AI tools. Industry leaders have praised the plan's ambition. Privacy advocates say it's too vague. Environmental groups are sounding alarms. Others say it leaves too many ethical questions unanswered. Still, this is the most aggressive AI policy rollout the U.S. has ever attempted. And it's just the beginning. Want more easy-to-understand AI news? Subscribe to AI News Explained. Like this video to help us grow and let us know in the comments. Is America moving too fast on AI or not fast enough? Learn more about what's happening in AI with this next video.